real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiff Mario Jackson and his girlfriend Leslie admit that while they were together, Mario strayed and had an affair with the defendant. Mario claims after he went back to Leslie, the defendant came to Leslie's home, heard them having sex, and busted out the windows of Mario's truck. He's suing for the cost of a vehicle and personal property. Defendant Kimberly C. says after Mario pursued her on a dating website, she fell in love with him and had no idea that he had another woman on the side. Kimberly claims when she went to Leslie's home to confront Mario about cheating, he pushed her down the stairs, so she's countersuing for emotional distress due to an assault.
Let's start with you.
I'll let it stay that I was a player back in my time, but I tried to get it put behind me.
You were what?
I was trying to be a player. In my time, I tried to put it behind me.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, you're trying to put it behind you.
Yes.
All right, what do you describe as a player?
Me, you know, like going with different females. Going with different females.
At the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so I tried to put it behind me and move on. And I was currently dating
a playboy.
Yes.
Okay, two different. Where you from?
Buffalo.
Buffalo, New York. They know the game in Buffalo.
Yes.
Playboy is someone who jumps around to a lot of women. He spends all his time with a bunch of different women. He spends all his money with a bunch of different women. So he ends up broke, and that's a playboy. A player, he benefits from the time that he spends with the ladies.
Let me adjust that there.
Go ahead.
The player.
You were a player. All right. We'll know by the end of the case because we'll see who's going to benefit.
Plaintiff Mario Jackson and his girlfriend Leslie say after Mario left the defendant to get back with Leslie, the defendant came to Leslie's home, heard them having sex, and vandalized Mario's truck.
All right, go ahead.
I was dating the defendant, but at times, when
did you all start dating?
We started in October.
Of what year?
2011.
All right.
Yes. And at the time, me and my current girlfriend weren't together, you know, but we've been having dealings with. So I started. Okay.
Take your time.
Okay.
She's not gonna do anything till you're here.
Okay.
She look like she ready to. Keep your eye on her. She got my man all shook. Go ahead, man. She's not gonna do anything. You're safe here.
I had met her on the chat line. And we was having a little conversation, and then we decided to meet up at the mall. So I met her at the mall, and we started talking, and you know, it led to one thing to another. So before I moved my stuff in her house, I had it was a short time I moved in.
How long after meeting her?
I'd say like a week or two.
All right.
Like a week or two. Like a week or two.
Go ahead.
And so she just let me drive her car, and I had got in trouble because I got pulled over and her car and my license was messed up. And I went to jail behind it. And I didn't get out until January 10th. And when I got out, me and the defendant, I stayed with the defendant. Go
ahead. Go ahead.
All right, we're in February now. We're in February now. I'm sorry, I was nervous.
Take your time.
All right, we're in February.
I'd be nervous too if I got one there looking like that and the other one to your right looking like that. Yeah, I'd be very nervous too, Doc.
So, all right, in February, we still was together, but on the second day of February, I went back into Miss Houston and we started talking, you know, because I've been used to talk to her. So we started talking back again. So during that time, I was waiting for my income tax to come back because I was driving, like I said, I was driving her car and I was getting in trouble. And she was cutting back of me driving her car, so I decided to get my own. I got the truck in March.
Gotcha.
When I did it, I told her, you know what I mean, this is my truck, you know what I mean, can you help me out? She said yes, because we, like I said, we was talking.
Help me out how?
Getting insured and stuff for me, because I couldn't, because my license was messed up.
All right. Let me hear from you, ma'am.
As the plaintiff has stated, he did pursue me on a dating website. And we did enter into a relationship. At the time, I did not know that he was a player or playboy.
You didn't know him at all?
No, I didn't know
him. Right, you moved him in your house in 1 week?
No, that did not occur.
How long?
No, it was about almost a month before he moved on.
I'm sorry. I had a long time after a week. Go ahead.
Okay.
So you didn't know he was a player. I'm sure you didn't.
I didn't. You're absolutely correct. When I first initially allowed him to start driving my vehicle, he said that his license was good. Everything was fine. There was no problems. He got this. It's all good. I said, okay. I trusted. Then to come to find out that his license was no good, that in fact he didn't even have a license. He had an identification card, not even a permit or anything.
Sir, put your hand down. She didn't interrupt one time when you were saying nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead, ma'am. So you found out that he didn't have a license.
I supported him through everything. When he went to jail, I was there every step of the way. I bailed him out of jail. I paid off his fines.
And then in March, he says you put a car in your name for him.
No, the car was supposed to be for us, for our family. We were supposed to be able to have vehicles.
Oh, you all have children?
No, but we were blending our families together. He lived in my home. I have a son. He has children.
Okay.
They will all be at the home with us.
How did you all do the rent? Did you pay all the rent? He paid all the rent? What?
I paid everything. He didn't work, so I paid everything.
And who paid for the car?
He paid for the car with his tax return.
Okay. How do you get taxes not working?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
It's a good question. Gotcha. Did you work?
Yes.
Who paid the majority of the expenses in the household?
I'll do odd jobs and help her out with the rent and stuff. Like I did.
She paid the majority of the expenses?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Plaintiff Mario Jackson and his girlfriend Leslie say after Mario left the defendant to get back with Leslie, the defendant came to Leslie's home, heard them having sex, and vandalized Mario's truck.
And your lawsuit is for the cost of the vehicle and for personal property. How so? How does she owe you for the car? Let's start there.
She still got it.
Okay. Have you asked for it back?
Yes. She said she was going to give it back to me, but never did.
When did she first tell you that?
When I got out of jail, I wasn't supposed to have contact with her, but I called to see like where my truck was at. You know what I mean? And she told me I could have my truck back. And I said, okay, thank you. I said, where the truck at? She's like, I got it. I said, well, can I get my truck back? She said, oh, it's an impound. I said, what's doing an impound? I said, what they impound it for? Oh, I don't know. I just let it impound. So I was kind of stuck on that. Like, how can you let it be impounded?
How does she owe you for personal property?
Because all my clothing, everything is at her house. Everything that I accumulated, everything that I had was still at her house.
And what happened to it?
She still got it. And
you asked for it and she said no?
No, I can't even go to her because I had order protection.
Okay.
I had order protection, and I went to the police because I went to court, and the judge told me they had to have police. When I called the police to do it, they said they couldn't do it because there wasn't no primary objective for them. Because they say it's killings and stuff going on, that they couldn't do that.
Sir, I've been locked out. The woman has stolen my property. She won't give me my stuff back. She has my car taken from me. Please, officer, I don't want to do anything wrong. Would you please come give me a hand and try and address this for me? Sir, we got killings. We got Goodbye. All right. Ma'am, let me hear from you.
The car was impounded because he was caught driving the car, again, with no license. So...
Oh, so they impounded it while with him?
Right. The vehicle was with him. I reported the vehicle stolen.
Sir, is that true?
No. No. No.
Can I speak, Judge?
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
On April 16th, Miss Say came to our home, stood outside of the window, heard us having sex, proceeded to bust out the windows, tail lights of the vehicle. I called the police. Amherst police came, took a report. Miss Say hightailed it home to Cheektowaga, called the police and reported the vehicle stolen.
Is that what happened?
Not to my knowing. What occurred? That's a
Anyone have a police
story.
report today that says any of that? Did you bust their windows out after hearing them having sex?
No, not at all.
Did you go over there?
Yes, I did. I went to go track down my vehicle.
How did he get into his possession that time?
How did he get into his possession?
Yes.
Well, I was at work. He came to come and get the vehicle. Yes.
Unauthorized use of a vehicle. Sir?
Yes.
You gave me something that says the people of the state of New York
Wrong one.
versus Mario Jackson for unauthorized use of a vehicle.
No, I can tell you why. No, I can tell you why. No, Your Honor.
Why do you give me this?
No, I can tell you. No. We're going to say that is because, Your Honor.
Why do you give me evidence to help her?
Your Honor, but I was not driving the truck, though.
Her statement says that she was pushed down my stairs.
She said I was driving. I was not driving.
You said you have a police report where you filed charges against her.
They came back and arrested him because she reported the vehicle.
She said I was not driving, Your Honor.
Sir, you do not have a police report.
I just have that thing that the Amherst police gave us.
All
the
right.
complaint. That's
Very
it.
good. Now, you say what happened to his personal property?
Personal property I had bagged up that evening to put in, to take to the police the following Monday when we had court. My vehicle was magically stolen. And all the clothing that belonged to him were also magically stolen, but he has no idea where they are. But my vehicle was put back in my parking garage at the end of the day before I can get back to work. His items are gone, magically gone.
They were in the car,
vehicle.
And they magically disappeared.
Magically disappeared.
Gotcha.
While I was at work.
Plaintiff Mario Jackson and his girlfriend Leslie say after Mario left the defendant to get back with Leslie, the defendant came to Leslie's home, heard them having sex, and vandalized Mario's truck.
Your counterclaim for $5,000 for emotional distress and assault. How so?
When I did go to the plaintiff's girlfriend's home, I did confront him about taking the vehicle. I also confronted him about his cheating because we were still in a relationship for all intents and purposes. And he proceeded to push me down the stairs several times as I decided to question him as to why he decided to lie and cheat the way that he did. Whereas he could have very easily said, I no longer want to be in a relationship. He didn't choose to do that. He chose to place hands on me. I have never had hands placed on me by a man.
And obviously you pressed charges?
Yes, I did.
And what was the result?
The result was my order of protection that I have against him.
All right. Now, with regard to the charges of assault, though,
yes.
What happened with those?
The charges to assault, from what I understand, he agreed to them or he admitted to them.
Sir, were you charged with assault?
Yes, I was.
And what happened?
They told me, my lawyer told me to plead guilty because he said it was a minor. He said it was a minor thing because it was her word. It was basically her word. And he's looking at my, because I got a messed up record. He said if I get guilty, you know what I mean? So he said just go ahead and take it.
Did you assault her?
No, I didn't assault her.
What did you do wrong to her?
All that I did was try to hold her from coming in the house.
She was trying to rush.
She trying to run in the house. I'm at the door, Your Honor. I'm sitting like this between my door and her, trying to stop her from running up my stairs. I just like this. I ain't pushed down no stairs, no nothing.
So I never fell down the stairs.
She was drunk when she came by the house.
I don't drink.
See, you have a big problem. When people plead guilty, they set themselves up for civil claims when they plead guilty to a lesser charge. I understand plea bargaining. The person who accepts the plea bargain is saying, okay, I'm facing 5 years, where if I plead guilty, I'll get probation. I understand all those things, but what people don't remember is that once you plead to something, that you can't then say in civil court that I didn't do it. I'll grant you, sir, the cost of the vehicle, the monies that you put out for the vehicle, $2,500. With regard to the personal property, she said they magically disappeared, so we're going to perform a little magic ourselves and give you some magic money from her. With regard to your claim, ma'am, emotional distress for the assault, you're asking for a total of $2,500 on that. I'll grant you that because he did plead guilty. As such, $2,500 for the defendant's counterclaim and $4,500 for the plaintiff's claim, leaving him with $2,000. Have a good day, folks. It's my judgment.
I'm relieved that it's over. I just want to be done with this whole situation. It was the biggest mistake ever in my life.
You know, I don't even have anything to say to her. Just stay away from my property. I don't want nothing else through my mail slot. Don't touch my car, anything else. And we'll be fine, because I'm a woman about mine.
She lied. I wasn't going to do what I think I'm going to do. But I'm gonna tell you like this, watch out for crazy